Hi everyone, it's Gene Richards here, attorney from the Williams Law Group, and your host of the Navigating DCPP podcast, the podcast where we break down complex child protection matters and help you understand your legal rights. Welcome to the first episode of the Navigating DCPP podcast. The purpose of this first episode will be twofold. I want to first lay the foundation of what to expect in episodes to come. And I also want to help you understand why it's imperative that if you have a DCPP investigation, or a DCPP court case, or a DCPP appeal, or just having a DCPP worker show up at your house, it's imperative that you seek legal counsel immediately. This podcast really is going to be for anybody. If you're someone who has a DCPP court case or an investigation, or someone who just wants to know more about DCPP cases, this podcast is for you. We'll give you knowledge and tips and guide you along the way how to best navigate the DCPP process, while also urging you and encouraging you to seek legal counsel. I do want to remind you all that this podcast is not a substitute for legal advice, and that at the end of the day, it's imperative that you do seek out a lawyer who understands DCPP matters and who can help best guide you through that process from start to finish. As you can see in this first episode, I'm kind of riding solo here, but in future episodes, I will have guests appear to answer questions, give advice, give their perspective, just give you an idea of what they went through with DCPP, such as former clients, and other attorneys who helped out clients in DCPP matters, and also experts like psychologists or psychiatrists who evaluate parents and defendants and clients in DCPP matters. Before I get too far into this first episode, though, I do want to give you all a little introduction about myself and who I am. So, I've been a lawyer now for about 10 years. For the first 5 years of my career, I was a solo practitioner in South Jersey, practicing primarily in family law. I did do, during that time frame, some child welfare matters with DCPP cases. And in doing so, I had a desire in me, and really that desire grew, where I really wanted to help parents and families who are dealing with DCPP cases. I came across this office where I'm at currently, the Williams Law Group, about 5 years into practicing, and applied for a job here immediately. I saw this office had a great reputation for representing parents and clients in DCPP matters statewide, all throughout New Jersey. I saw the founder of this office, Alvin Williams, was an authority when it came to DCPP matters. She spoke nationally and internationally on child welfare cases. And it also allowed me to further develop the personal passion I had for helping parents and individuals in DCPP cases. I just had seen so many situations when I worked in South Jersey and now in North Jersey, even more so, of individuals and parents who didn't have the appropriate legal counsel and guidance in helping them through a DCPP case. DCPP cases are very complex legal matters. DCPP can remove your child from your care without even having a court hearing. DCPP can substantiate you and confirm you as a perpetrator of abuse and neglect without even conducting a thorough investigation. DCPP can place you on a child abuse registry without giving you a chance to defend yourself before a judge. DCPP often threatens parents and individuals in signing documents and agreeing to services and evaluations that aren't even required. DCPP often takes advantage of individuals, parents, guardians, etc., who don't have legal counsel. And the thing is, from the start, from the initial first interview, the first DCPP home visit, when the worker stops by at the person's house, what is said, what is done, can have a lasting effect on your life, on your career, and on your family. Each episode, I do want to do a Q&A session just to help give information and guidance and advice to a degree in what you do in a DCPP case in certain situations and certain cases. Now, in the future, I want to have you as the listener send in questions I can sift through and can answer them in episodes to come. But with this being the first episode, I'm going to just answer a question I get often from different clients. And that is, should I have called a lawyer, or should they have called me as soon as DCPP arrived at their door? And it may seem to be a somewhat easy question to answer because, well, it is. The answer to that question is always yes. Right? As I said before, without having an attorney on your side, DCPP often makes threats without having any legal justification. DCPP often takes action that shouldn't even have been made. And so without having a lawyer in your corner that knows DCPP, that can advocate for you against DCPP, whether it be the worker or their attorney, oftentimes DCPP will not back off from those unjustified requests. But I've seen numerous times when I am involved or when a lawyer is involved, DCPP may then back off from those requests, knowing that there is no way in court it would stand anyway. And so it really, again, is imperative that from day one, from the moment that you see a worker at your door, that you call a lawyer, jump on a call with them, seek counsel, retain them, and figure out what you should do next, because from day one, what you do is going to impact the rest of your case, the rest of that investigation. So I spoke about in this podcast the goals of what to expect in the episodes to come, but I don't want to forget the main takeaway from this episode, which again is, if you have DCPP at your door, involved in your life, looking into an abuse or neglect allegation against you, that you get a lawyer right away. DCPP has the power to oftentimes do things that should not be done. And without having a lawyer able to point those things out, to correct those mistakes, to guide you accordingly, a case can get ugly quite fast. As I said before, a removal, supervision, restrictions, a substantiation for abuse or neglect, those things oftentimes happen based on a misstep early on, or based on an agreement by the parent to do something that should not have been done. And so, at the very least, from this first episode, just take away the point that if you have DCPP in your life, you hire a lawyer as quickly as possible. So, if you or someone you know is facing a DCPP case, I encourage you to reach out to legal counsel right away. It's critical to have the right guidance throughout the entire process. For more resources in dealing with DCPP, you can visit our website at familylawyersnewjersey.com. You can also reach out directly to our office by calling 908-810-1083 for legal representation. I'd be happy to assist you in a DCPP investigation, or represent you in a DCPP court case, a DCPP appeal, really whatever you need. I'm happy to be there for you, help you through that, and happy to discuss what that means over the phone with you. I do want to wrap up this first episode of the DCPP podcast, or Navigating DCPP podcast, by first thanking all of you for listening and tuning in. I look forward to creating new episodes and more episodes to give you more information and help better assist you in what DCPP is, how they operate, giving you a sort of a behind the scenes of what they do and how they do it. I had a recent client who even asked me if I had worked for DCPP in the past, because I knew DCPP so well. And although I haven't worked for DCPP, nor will I ever, I do appreciate that I am able to provide some insight as to what they do and how they operate and who the players are, what the documents mean, and how they operate based on certain factual patterns, because I have seen those things. I have dealt with those things with former clients and current clients. So I do want to just continue to help guide those who are listening in need of just someone to be there and to listen and to help defend and speak on your behalf with the judge or the DCPP lawyer or whoever it is. And so, again, thank you for just tuning in, and please continue to tune in by liking and subscribing to my social media pages, the Williams Law Group social media pages, so you can be informed of episodes to come and also see other videos and other resources, other posts that will provide knowledge and insight that may benefit you and help you in other matters as well. And so again, I look forward to hearing from you guys when it comes to questions you want to have answered and different comments you may have on this video or videos to come. Just as a quick snippet of what to expect in episode 2, I'm going to dive pretty deeply into DCPP investigations, right? How they begin, what the process is, what the steps are, how long they may take, and what the potential conclusions are in those DCPP investigations. So again, please tune in. I look forward to hearing from you all and seeing you all tune in next time, and I'll see you then.